Hello, I hope you're having the most magnificent day. Today we are going to be wrapping up our experience with Paul McCartney's Venus and Mars and reacting to side 2 finally.
How you doing? Are you feeling good?
Kicking off our night, we have track 1, Venus and Mars Reprise. I love this gentle acoustic approach to the intro. It feels very warm and soothing. Okay, there's too many things that can't be ignored, and I fear that if I don't stop now and acknowledge a few of them, I'm just gonna forget.
I might have already forgotten some.
But there's this really cool echoey reverb, but not quite reverb effect that is placed on the vocal that feels very atmospheric and ambient. And it feels like it allows the voice to blend in so well with all of the instrumentation and everything that's happening musically, instrumentally, and melodically.
It is an inspiration. It is a source of beauty.
It also felt like for a second we had a harp. It felt very angelic, and this whole song is like transporting us right back into the world of this album. That was so cool. The merging of those heavenly background vocals that sound very choral-like, like a church-like chorus, sounds like angels, like heavenly bodies, meeting all those really cool little electronic elements that sounded like alien interference. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is it all came together in this perfect otherworldly storm, pulling us right back down to earth.
Or perhaps not.
We have track 2, Spirits of Ancient Egypt. Track 1 trailing out here. It feels like we have that otherworldly nature that's still very much present here in a lot of the effects, a lot of the vocal effects. We even had some motion in the chord changes that felt like we went up some half steps. That gives me an unsettling, eerie feeling in a very cosmic way. This heaviness and, you know, delving a little bit more into the minor. We have this like grittiness, reliance on percussion. That is very earthly to me. Ooh. That transition into the minor and then propelling us back into a major was such a whiplash moment. And that was so crazy and very effective. He has a very intentionally haunting approach to the ad-libs and the background vocals in this song, and I just think that they're so good. There's something so satisfying and so beautiful also. Oh gosh. What a great build up there. There were moments where it really felt like we were given some Beatle-esque tape loops, reminding me a bit of Revolver, maybe even A Day in the Life, or I guess perhaps all of Sgt. Pepper, a bit of Rubber Soul. That kind of feeling came through. At number 3, we have Medicine Jar. And it is quite jarring that we have a word like medicine in the title. rock and roll. I really enjoy hearing Paul McCartney get devious and a little bit mischievous, and we get to see his flexibility, a little darker, more sinister. Assisting with the direction of the musicality, we have a few other factors that are being relied on to deliver this rock and roll ambiance. We have a heavy distortion in the vocals, like this sort of effect that's being placed over the voice that feels a bit faded out, even though it's very loud. It's loud in volume, but it's faded out in terms of having like a core center resonance. It's a little bit more hazy. The journey that line goes on musically and direction-wise is just so brilliant. You know, we're kicked off with a minor chord, and the way that it transitions into the major chord, that little motion right there gives us a great taste of the trajectory of where it's about to go, and then where we end up is just so spectacular. It's such a gratifying moment when we reach the end of that line. It's like a breath of fresh air, like yes, like that itch has been scratched. I was not prepared to love a song titled Medicine Jar, especially from what we've been given so far. I thought, okay, maybe this was gonna be the lull of the night, but as a matter of fact, this is so far the highlight, which is saying a lot because I don't even remember being this taken away by side one. Immediately after this, I have to go revisit it because this is probably one of my favorite sides of all time of any album. This is just so spectacular. Every moment has been taking my breath away. Every song has topped the next. And we're not even halfway through, so I am deeply concerned. Hoy nuestro número 4 se llama Call Me Back Again. Providing a horn section instruments and giving us this very playful rhythmic action here right away feels so bluesy, and it also feels so much like home. It just feels so comforting to the soul.
And you know that you couldn't love anything more in the whole world.
Oh my God. I detect a sneaky piano in there that's just adding to everything.
This is a pivotal moment. Okay.
Okay, scratch everything I said about Medicine Jar. This is my new favorite track of this side so far. I'm beside myself. I also love how the piano is doubling as a sort of percussive element, keeping track of the pacing of the song. Yes. That little gravel, that grit, that rasp that's infused.
Just a little, baby boy, I would go.
Trail out, decrescendoing into a pianissimo. At number 5, we have Listen to What the Man Said. And to that, I will respond,
Only if the man in question here is Paul McCartney, then of course I'll listen to the man.
Very good to see you down in New Orleans, man. Yeah, Harry. Yeah. You can hear the people say, don't know, but I say love is kind.
I was definitely caught off guard by that intro. It sounded like a radio station host or a DJ or something gearing us up for the song. And what a beautiful and romantic tone. We were delivered in an array of really interesting chords. Felt like we had a seventh in there, and we had some more clashing pitches, which kind of built suspension and tension, and all to end on a resolve of that major chord.
Magic world, but he won't mind. Find a way to go no matter what the man says.
Throughout, it really does feel like it is a sort of motif and driving force in this song, the communication between the vocal line and this like high pitch wind or saxophone going on. It feels like there's a back and forth, and then the fourth wall is literally broken when he says take it away, and then we have that solo that's just so beautiful. I feel like there's something very precious and delicate about this one, romantic.
Oh, yes, indeed, we know. You'll find a way to go no matter. All love will grow. That's what the man said. Love is forever all we know,
So transcendent. In a lot of ways, it did feel like a bit of a recovery moment, a little bit less chaotic than what we had just experienced in the song prior. It was soothing and relaxing, yet there was a lot of chaos happening at the same time, a lot of really groundbreaking moments, a lot of dynamic moments where we broke into a forte. We had that switch for the outro, providing a sense of, oh, it's going to continue further, but it just ends. Instead of giving us more, it leaves us wanting more, which is always better than leaving us wanting less. I'm falling more and more in love with this side with every song, truly. At number 6, and sadly second to last tonight, we have Treat Her Gently - Lonely Old People. Now, I don't believe that I'm prepared for a song with this title on this album, but there's no use in procrastinating or pushing it off. We just gotta rip off the Band-Aid.
Here goes everything.
treat her gently.
Wow, right away into the song.
Treat her kind, know her own.
I love how they established this sort of growing trajectory where it felt like the musicality kept ascending, felt like we kept going in a straight line up, and then the very end of the phrase was brought down. That decision was not obvious. It would have been obvious to end it on a high note, but to pull it back down, that was so clever and tricky.
Let her know you'll never
I have to hear that again, the let her know.
see. Let her know.
The melody of that little tail end part there is so beautiful. I love the way it descends, and I love how it starts off so strong, and just as the notes descend, we also have a decrescendo. We have the let her know, and we have a sort of slide, and he delivers it so masterfully and so particularly where we almost don't hear it, but it's there, it's present. We have like a shadow note, like that's just flipped right there at the very end. We don't have a run, so we don't have like a series of descending notes on the no. It's not like no, but it's like no. So this is what I believe that he is giving to us. I think it's let her know. So we start off on either a F sharp or a G flat, depending on how you like to call it or how you like to see it. Let her. And the first step is just a whole step. It's a smaller interval. Let her. And the second step is also another whole step. Her know. So far we have 2 whole steps. Let her know. And the biggest interval, believe it or not, is within the word no. Let her know. That shadow note underneath is a whole and a half, bigger than the first 2 just plain whole steps. I just found that little part so fascinating. I don't know why.
Easy. Let her know. Here we sit, 2 lonely old people. We sit
of that electric guitar peeking through there, and we had some flurry of notes that were swirled in there to add to this crescendoing, magical, levitating notion.
About that, guys.
Make it slow. Too lonely old people. Keeping the time.
That chord change right there, that just does something to me.
It breaks my heart and it reels me in. It heals me.
He asked us to play.
For now, I think lyrically this one has moved me the most, dealing with themes of loneliness and about companionship and being there for someone, and a general idea of growing old, you know, a sort of societal rejection. And then when I think of the idea of growing old, I also think of those who might not get to, those who don't have the option or the choice. So it's just, oh my God, so many things that just tore me apart emotionally. But what what a way to lose yourself in this beautiful song. One last chance for Paul McCartney to kill me, to bury me in music. We have our final song of the night, Crossroads. Has a very conclusive element to it. That swell right there, that growth was just perfect.
That's basically it.
I can't believe he just said that. I was just about to ask, is that it? And he says, that's basically it. I mean, I don't even know if that was him or someone else. I've been left emotionally depleted and rejuvenated all at the same time. Now, for one of the most crucial moments of the night, in my opinion, I want to display my deep gratitude, affection, love, and appreciation for our marvelous, beautiful, and truly life-changing Super Thanks heroes. Thank you guys so very much. You have changed my life in so many ways, and you have no idea how much I appreciate and love you. Thank you to Marissa Martinez, Paul Edwards, Ed Myers, AP, Ann Cat Dub, Bob Charles, Malk Schoen, Swedish Jeff, and last but not least, Kevin Corkill. Lost in the forest of my mind, I think of escaping all the time. The keys to the castle are the sweetest words you say to me, and the harmonies are the time we spent together. I'll be grateful to you forever. Thank you for assisting me to explore. And don't forget about our special highlighted ultimate Super Thanks Superhero segment. Huge thank you to our Venus and Mars Side 2 hero, Kevin Corkill. You are the best, and here's a little number just for you. It's been quite a while since we visited spring, summer's in a full swing. But just like the flowers that once bloomed, and now the sun that shines in my room, I wanna thank you for sharing a smile so wide, thank you for being so kind. I'm grateful for all that you do. I'm thankful for you. Thankful for you. Thankful for you. Thanks, Kevin, it's true. I'll see you very, very soon. Remember to go out and do something fun, enjoy the summer sun, and take it easy.